Hello, baseball fans. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the show. We are under the lights as the show gets. Stepping up now, Michael Chavis. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest fifth in the American League home run race.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Right fielder is on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
To the plate now, Jared Kelenic. 0-1 the count. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when you guys.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Third, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1 as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Row, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Xander Bogaerts is at the plate as he takes a called strike one. The 0-1. Called strike. 0-2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up two in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Now a drive out to left center field. Kelenic rounds the corner and is headed home. One run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
In there, 0-1. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's 3 for 9. He also has one home run. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Reined in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting fifth, The catcher.
Now batting, Kevin Plawecki. As we mentioned in the opener, he comes into this one riding a 34-game hitting streak and swinging for 35 right here.
You know, it's funny, Matty. I don't even think he knows the scores of the game. To be honest, you start getting into a hitting streak this deep, 34 games, on the cusp of 35, I don't think you even care who wins and loses as long as you get your knock. This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield, get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And not in time as the run scores.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Now at the plate, Alex Verdugo, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Zue Lin is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Renfroe is there, and he puts it away to stop. At the plate, Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rays.
Now the pitch.
The left fielder.
Hit on the ground to third. Devers gloves it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second, the third baseman, Yandy.
Now in the box, Yandy Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Red Sox 4, the Rays nothing. Jackie Bradley is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Now to the plate, Michael Chavis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the 2nd inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Jared Kelenic is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. A base hit in his first trip. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Hit sharply on the ground. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
The right fielder.
Hit back toward the mound. Right to him. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting fifth. The
At
second
the plate,
baseman.
Brendan Lau, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good
Batting
job
fifth.
there of exploiting
The
that.
center
That can
fielder.
be real hard for some guys to
Well.
overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swings through it for strike number 2. Margot, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
2 out, nobody on. Lays off 2-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They're on the short. Top of the third set to get underway. And next will be the imposing power bat, J.D. Martinez. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. Drilled right back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 0-2 delivery. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Rafael Devers. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
We're back now as the Rays line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts, so that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Mike Zunino is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike three called, and there are two down.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Into the box now, Jose Martinez. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. Lowe is off at first with 2 away. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa. They trail here 4-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And in to hit next, it'll be the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. First delivery to him on the way.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Heading after it is Margot. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers. 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up, and if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Zue Lin is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Pulled toward right center field. Renfroe is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter Jackie Bradley Jr. First pitch of the at-bat. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. The 0-1 on its way. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one end to end. Leading off the inning, Yandy Diaz, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Little chopper back to the mound. And there's 1 away.
Now batting. The designated
Stepping
hitter.
in and ready for another shot, Austin Meadows.
Meadows.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're down 4-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Michael Chavis will match up with Tyler Glass now to lead off the inning. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. Lifted in the air out to center field. Margot's on the move, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And this throw gets away from him.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Brendan McKay will come on to make his 40th appearance this season. Jared Kelnick is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he takes strike 2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Liner toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the out.
No doubt about it, D-Row. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him to chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with 2 strikes to this hitter.
Behind 0-2 now. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You have heard that before. And you can add 1 more home run onto this already impressive number. Xander Bogaerts is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. 3 runs already home here. Line toward the alley in left center. Margot is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Line to the right side. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Good curveball, strike 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going, and he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game, so their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
So that's now 7 strikeouts for him. Brandon Lau is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Margot.
Digging in now, Manuel Margot. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Verdugo will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
The first baseman, number
now at the plate, Nate Lowe, 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Another 0-2 home. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They're down by a touchdown. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're flat out doing an outstanding job at picking on pitches that they can do something with. And by that, he means pitches inside the strike zone. The numbers definitely back that up as well. Less than 10% of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. For comparison, the Major League average is somewhere around 30%. Something they want to keep up as this game progresses, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Line to the right side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Zue Lin. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the. So stepping in, Willie Adames. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Standing in, Mike Zunino. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Jose Martinez is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit Weekly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They need to get something. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Michael Chavis.
The first baseman, number 23.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Michael Chavis goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. Jared Kelnick comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Now here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back on it is the left fielder. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in once again, Austin Meadows. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Up
right
next
fielder.
for the Rays, Hunter Renfroe. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Brandon Lau. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
And he fouls this one off. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And another foul ball. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Looking to keep the shutout in check. Here it comes. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So coming to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And a curveball in for a strike. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Roll. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And it's in time to get him. But a run is in to score away from the play. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He's 2 for 3 thus far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Runner at second here with 1 man out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, make it 9-0.
Now batting, second baseman, Zue Lin.
So now to the plate, Zue Lin, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Renfroe is there. 2 down. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
And leading off for the Rays,
now, Manuel Margot. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Colton Brewer will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year. First offering on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Hard hit ball to second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The first baseman, number
Riding
35.
in once again, Nate Lowe. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one.
Number
The
one.
bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice
Really?
effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Willie Adames is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. All set to start the 9th in this one, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate.
23. Michael.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jared Kelnick.
Stepping in now, Jared Kelnick, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Called strike 2 at the letters, 0-2 now.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Margot is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting,
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez.
J.D.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Behind 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. Margot's on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Bogart.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
Now the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
0-2.
Oh, and 2 home now to Bogaerts. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Raphael Devers.
Here now is Raphael Devers as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 65 for him here as the blowout continues.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Chaz Rowe comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Well, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Lowe is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Here now is Mike Zunino. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A little indecisive with that swing as he waves through it.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate now, Jose Martinez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kelnick is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Settling in now, Yandy Diaz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Red Sox earned their 116th win, tops in the We are under the lights. Next up for the Red Sox, Jose Peraza, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. In there, strike one. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today, looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Into the box now, Jared Kelnick. And something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
And there's out number 2.
Batting third.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. No balls and a strike to count. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. Just short, hit hard. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder.
High in the air into shallow left center. Martinez has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the third baseman, Yandy.
Here's the first pitch to him. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Batting third. The right
Striding
fielder.
in, Austin Meadows. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Popped him up. Vasquez has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Little resistance there as the Rays are down on 4. Second inning set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Zue Lin. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Meadows has it, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Here now is Rafael Devers. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's gone 2 for 8. And a fastball is in there for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
Batting fifth.
Cesar Puello next. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole, 0-2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater, 0-2. But Dan, I question your pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Diaz will put this one away, and the side is retired.
And leading off for the Rays.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hunter.
High in the air into shallow left center. Martinez has a read on it. One away.
Batting fifth.
So striding in, Willie Adames. He'll get to take his first cuts here. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Willie Adames goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through for a hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Batting seven.
Stepping into the box, Brendan Lau. He was hitless in the shutout last night. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and 2, here it is, and it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rays strand just the one. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning set to get underway, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate.
Michael.
And a curveball drops in there for strike one. Strike two on the curveball. 0-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Josh Ockamy.
In now, Josh Ockamy, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And a curveball taken for strike two.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for wrap number one.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
The 0-1 pitch. Taken, strike two. Peraza just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Lifted in the air to center field. Renfroe is there, two gone. Striding in for Boston, Jared Kelenic, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Nate Lowe.
The designated hitter
Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. One strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. The throw to first is in time, one down.
Batting ninth.
So with one away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. Chris Herman is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout. And with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Behind 0-2 now. Hard hit ball to short. Adames brings it in. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Zue Lin. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Lifted the other way to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Rafael Devers will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he takes strike 2. Lynn leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting. Right field.
Digging in to try it again, Cesar Puello. He reached on a single in his first try. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Oh and 1 count. Here it is. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Lifted in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the 1 left for the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score.
For the Rays, the 3rd baseman.
No balls and 1 strike. Diaz, a Cuban-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Hopped up. And there's your first out of the inning.
The batter.
1 out here in the Tampa Bay 4th. And Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Called strike 0-2.
0-2.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0. So here's Michael Chavis now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
No hits to this point. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
First pitch of the at-bat. Jared Kelnick is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Behind 0-2 now. High in the air out to center field. Renfroe is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Stepping in, J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. In there, strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Ackerman blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The tag, and he's in there as they extend their lead to 3.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Zue Lin is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Working for the punch out and the offering. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. Now the pitch.
Oh, that's low.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for second in the AL in that category. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So digging in now. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Down in order go the Rays. Still down 3-0. Jalen Beeks takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 68.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Rafael Devers is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. This is pulled into right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Christian Vasquez will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. In the air now out to left field. Martinez is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, Michael Chavis. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his third double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Josh Ockamy is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Comes set, the 0-1. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. To first. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Nate Lowe. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Therefore, it is Martinez, and that's the first out.
The catcher, number 5.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Herman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Martinez.
To the plate now, Jose Martinez. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. We're through 6 full. And here's Jose Peraza. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Line drive to center field. Renfroe is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Jared Kelenic comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Zue Lin stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Fastball called for strike 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Lau onto the grass. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Cesar Puello. First pitch coming, here it is.
0-1's the count.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
A pause, and the 0-2. Line drive, base hit. And this will kick off the wall out near the 315 sign. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
So striding forward now, Christian Vasquez. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner.
There seem to be different philosophies on it, so Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Yandy Diaz. Austin Bryce gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Now pitching for
fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Austin Bryce.
Fouled off. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay,
into the box, Austin Meadows. Fouled away.
Meadows.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Turned on down the line. From the belt, kicks and deals. Nobody out, runner on first. Popped him up. Lynn is under it. 1 away.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone. But maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back. And the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
0-1, here's the pitch. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Little chopper back to the mound, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Tampa. They can't chip in. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Michael Chavis. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. In there, and it's 0-1. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Fastball called for strike 2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Sliced hard on the ground. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
And some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
So now to the plate, Josh Ockamy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike. Oh, and 2, here it is. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. To second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play.
The batter.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the second baseman, Jose Peraza. First offering on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a line drive to left center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely.
The batter. The center fielder. Jared.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Into the box now, Jared Kelnick. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is returned. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And here comes the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter.
Now at the plate, Brendan Lau. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. He's set, and the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1.
A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here's the 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Nate Lowe is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. All set for the start of the inning, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Zue Lin is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Renfroe is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The third baseman,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. And a curveball in for a strike. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Striding into the box, Cesar Puello. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1's the count.
Set to deliver the 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Coming to the plate now, Chris Herman. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Behind 0-2 now. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate now, Jose Martinez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready with the 0-2. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Yandy Diaz is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Devers is there, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We can say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
A 5-0 finish tonight. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball. Stepping in, Josh Ockamy. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for
First
Boston,
pitch of the at-bat.
the first baseman, Josh
Underway now in the Sunday
Ockamy.
finale as the first pitch today is taken for
First
strike
pitch,
one.
111.
And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. 0-1 the count. One of those few occasions we're happy to be inside this place. 98 and humid outside, but a steady 72 degrees here inside.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Andrew Benintendi leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 33 on the year. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0. Now the pitch.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. High and deep to left center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth.
Stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Left side of the infield into the shift. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. The Red Sox are on the... Coming to the plate now, Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Rounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 0-2, here it comes. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. And he's one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now, carrying a 10-game hitting streak into this one. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Chavis ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Batting third.
Ready now, Austin Meadows. Lifetime against Martin Perez. He's only 1 for 10. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count, and the pitch.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Pulled toward right center field. Bradley on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order, go. Second inning set to go. And next to hit is the catcher, Christian Vasquez. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Liner in there for a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. And that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and that is 27 for him on the year as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
So here's Michael Chavis now. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. In there, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Line drive base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Skied into straightaway right. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in, Josh Ockamy. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Margot is there. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here from the stretch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Oh, and 2 the count to Benintendi.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
This is pulled into right. Renfroe is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Well, the Red Sox. So here's the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He was hitless in the shutout last night. And it's fouled away.
Renfroe.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He's there and records the first out.
Batting fifth.
At the plate, Brendan Lau, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. One out, nobody on. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Popped him up. Vasquez over to his left, and that retires the side. Rays go in order. One. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Margot on his horse. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Xander Bogaerts will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Martinez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The third baseman, Zue.
Now at the plate, Zue Lin. First delivery to him on the way. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Red Sox.
We're back now as the Rays line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. And a big part of the problem has been a noticeable lack of power. They're near the
yesterday, but back out there for this one. Popped up. Akami waits on it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it here 3-0.
Verdugo.
Pulled toward right center field. Heading after it is Margot. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Into the box, Michael Chavis. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Margot looks up. Gone! So here now is Jackie Bradley.
The center fielder.
Yes, he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. Career homer number 149. As the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Josh Ockamy.
Josh.
As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. No hits to this point. Fastball called for strike two. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting. The left fielder.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down-and-in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Standing in, Jose Martinez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Yandy Diaz comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Meadows, just 24 years of age. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And striding forward, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot. Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Roll. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Brendan McKay takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double.
High in the air and deep to left center field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 59 on the season as this lead swells to 7-0. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And there's a base hit on the line. Legs churning. He's headed for second.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Christian Vasquez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
High in the air out to center field. Margot is right there, 1 down. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Strike 2. Lynn, the runner at second with 1 away. Hit out towards second. He's right there. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Michael Chavis.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Chavis. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
And he takes strike two.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. McKay makes the catch to end the inning. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Brendan Lau swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
So we got him looking there. Brendan Lau becomes the second out in the bottom of the fifth.
Medwell.
Stepping up now, Manuel Margot 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1-2. Back now for the start of the sixth inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Thank you, Heidi. Fastball called for strike 2. High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left field.
Ready for another shot now. Andrew Benintendi. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side to hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
J.D. Martinez stands in as he looks at a called strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. 8 runs on 13 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. This will kick up against the wall now. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. The tag, and he is out. Into the box, Nate Lowe. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Grounded down the third baseline. In there for extra bases, and there goes the perfect game. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Hey, D-Row, it's kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock. Hopefully the pass to baton mentality goes into effect, and we get some offense.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Mike Zunino will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. To the plate now, Yandy Diaz.
He thought he was just about out of this inning. Then the ball leaves the bat, and he's thinking, please go foul. But no such luck. Right off the foul pole for a 2-run homer. Sometimes this sport just isn't fair.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next will be the imposing power bat, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Strike taken up in the zone. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, you can see how pure his swing is, and that's why he's able to hit an incredible 60 home runs this season. Might as well start engraving his name on the MVP trophy because he's having a year for the ages. Witnessing history, folks.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. At the plate now, Zue Lin. No balls and a strike to count. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Margot's under it, 1 down.
The batter.
Now batting, Christian Vasquez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Alex Verdugo is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, second baseman.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Michael Chavis, runner in scoring position with two gone. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here's a drive out toward left center field. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he's safe.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
So now to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Men on third with 2 down. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Red Sox on top, 10-2. Matt Barnes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Austin Meadows is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Hunter Renfroe is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Brandon Lau is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Barnes has over 40 innings on his line so far with an ERA under 2. Lucky to get anything off of him. The next 0-2 is a fastball that misses. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Josh Ockamy, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate. And they did that.
Andrew Benintendi.
Standing in now, Andrew Benintendi, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
The batter.
So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the big-time power threat, J.D. Martinez. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Manuel Margot 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Colton Brewer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 48, Colton Brewer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Nate Lowe is at the plate as he watches ball one. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
At the plate, Willie Adames. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. In there for strike one. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Benintendi's got it to end the inning. This one pretty well. Nick Anderson enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
The third baseman, Zue.
Into the box now, Zue Lin. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, and that's in there, base hit.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Lynn rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. Way out in front, now up by 10.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs, but they tack on a couple more here to make it an even dozen. You're going to win about 99% of the games when you score 12 runs. Simple as that.
Diego Castillo enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. In there, strike two.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Hit down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Now at the plate, Michael Chavis.
Michael Chavis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Called strike 0-2. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. high in the air out to center field.
Margot on his horse.
And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
The center fielder.
Now in the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. Here now is Mike Zunino starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats, you can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ryan Brazier, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 1-0 pitch on the way.
Nope,
no offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Jose Martinez stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.